Light. What is this? What is going on, guys? This is Music Major coming to you guys live, and I am presenting a video that I promised roughly about 2 years ago. So this is a little awkward for me, but as you can imagine, very excited to finally be bringing this to you. This is now how I feel it all should be. It all should look, and that answer to whatever I'm talking about will be solved here in just a quick second. We're talking about the setup video, guys. This is a video that I promised you guys way back on the channel when I had, God, what was it, 8 or 9 subscribers. I think if you want to look for history's sake, it's about 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, that's about what it was. And I said if we got to 10 subscribers, I would make a setup video. Well, we've eclipsed that by about 5 times that original goal. I just never got around to it, which was really weird because I'm such an excellent host for you guys. But I am happy to finally be presenting this video to you. Now, a few details about the video. It's going to get heavily in depth. Every aspect of the setup for you guys, top to bottom, how everything's hooked up, and it's going to get confusing. There's a lot of cords, there's a lot of knots in those cords, and there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. So I'm excited to be bringing this to you. Without a doubt, guys, it's a personal joy of mine to be sharing this with you. You guys have brought the inspiration to me to make this video and to acquire what I've acquired to make this setup. So without further ado, guys, let's get to it. All right, you hooligans, let's get this started up here. First little precursor, my studio is also my bedroom. So this is my lofty bed here. This is where all the magic happens. So ladies, get at me. What you guys are seeing here is my scarf collection. With my little, I like to think everybody on Twitch and YouTube has their little persona, their little gimmick, if you will. Mine is collecting soccer scarves. I do interchange these out just a little bit for, the purpose of keeping the show entertaining, so you guys can see what scarves I have. Granted, the scarf collection isn't very isn't very crazy right now, at least, but we're going to get to it. We're supporting the hometown Columbus Crew SC and the United States because that's the home country there, so very excited about that. We have our decals there too. These guys go occasionally on the back of my car during Fridays, which will be the same because we have the Sounders this week. A little bed underneath here. This pulls out into a nice little futon here. So if I ever have any guests crash over or that special someone, we're hanging out here, Let's go to the game section here, guys. This is going to be a big section here, obviously, because this is where all the magic happens. So what you have here is our Nintendo 3DS XL. This is the old school 3DS XL here. And this is my gaming on the go device here. So much when I take my trip through New York and to New Jersey this summer, I will be taking that with me. The games that I have, Super Smash Brothers, nothing too flashy at all or anything like that. Pokemon X and Pro Evolution 2013. If I could do reviews on that, I would. So I just don't have any way to hook that up, so that would be fun. Xbox One, and don't look in that section yet, guys, but we got some Xbox One games there, down to the old 360 here, so we have a great vast selection to play on the channel. You guys will see some of these games. Others are just for sport and for collecting. Now onward to the grand scale, and let me back up here to show you guys everything here. Now this is my baby here. This is what I refer to as the Tower of Power. So this has everything that helps make the channel possible. So right here is we have our digital tuner here on here. This is where I mix the sound. This is only hooked up for the time being to my Xbox 360, as well as I use this for general, if I'm listening to Spotify around the house or, doing something on my phone. It's pretty neat. If I do MLS Live and I throw it on there with a Google Chromecast or something like that, I'll turn this bad boy on. This guy obviously is the Xbox Kinect for the Xbox One. This is the baby that makes everything tick. I know some users really hate this thing. I tend to love it. I think it's very cool, and I think it's a neat little innovative tool. This is the big announcement, guys, that I really wanted to tell you guys about. We have acquired a Sony PS3. Now, full disclosure, I did have a Sony PS3 back in the day, roughly about a year and a half ago or so. I did sell it to acquire GTA 5. I don't know why. I was an idiot. The whole story's on YouTube if you guys want to see the video. But I recently came into a PS3 through some weird odd strokes of luck. So we do have a couple games that I can play here on the channel, but chances are stuff you have already seen before through various other broadcasters. So, you know, we'll be bringing this bad boy out as soon as I learn how to get past the HDCP. For those of you that don't know what that is, it is the high definition content band, or it's like high broadband content band. Either way, but you can see here, back here, this guy's basically hooked up via HDMI cord all the way down into the TV there. And then there's your standard power cord. Second shelf gets a little more interesting here. This is your Xbox One. This is my next gen console, where you guys, if you're pretty familiar to the channel, would see me broadcasting with the Xbox One about 90% of the time. This is your standard Xbox One, nothing too flashy. This was the packaged Xbox One, obviously with the Kinect, that I picked up way back in February, a couple months after release. Very excited about that. Now you may be wondering, what is this cord coming out of there? This cord is a 2 terabyte hard drive for expanded memory, because if you guys have had gamer problems, you find out that this guy fills up very quickly when you download a lot of games or install a lot of games. So I was very sick of that. Actually requested from my parents to get this hard drive for Christmas, and it is not a bad thing at all. It is a Wingate Passport Ultra. Focus there a little bit. Wingate Passport Ultra. This thing is the best. If you need a great portable hard drive, this is something for you. Game of Thrones, you know, we're all there. Now, typical hookup that you would see for the Xbox One, pardon the dust. As you can tell, I don't get back here too much with the dust. I care more about the front and the aesthetics there. But, you know, your HDMI hookups and everything is wired in there, and I'll show you where it all leads to here in just a moment. Now, you get down to the Xbox 360. I'll tell you a great little story about the Xbox 360. This guy, we thought was broke, and turned out all you needed was a new hard drive for the lovely low price of $17. So, through some weird little parlay, and I'll explain probably in a future video, the Xbox 360 is responsible for the PS3 for coming back, which is neat. So, same thing too here, a lot of flash memory on this guy. The flash memory that I have here is the flash drive on the bottom. It's just a standard SanDisk 8 gig flash drive, and then attached to it is an old 250 gig hard drive from when my laptop crashed that I formatted, and now through the Xbox 360 update can be utilized strictly for all 250 gigs, and I am now downloading games to my heart's content down there. Now, what you may be asking is, what is this nifty little box that looks like it rolled out of the 1980s? That is a Hauppauge HD PVR, and I just turned on my Xbox One, if you guys just heard that. That is a Hauppauge HD PVR. This guy retains all the gameplay that I play on the Xbox 360, records it, and it passes through one of my computers, and I do some editing on that, and then I pass it on to the main guy, and we process the video, render it, and get it uploaded to YouTube. Moving on into our journey here, this is our next little section there. I love all the dust floating around that we're kicking up here, guys. Oh, man. Anyway, this is our Vizio. It's a 42-inch Vizio HD TV, available in 720 and 1080p, which is absolutely awesome. This guy I bought back in 2010, I believe, and she just kind of stuck out at my parents' house for a while. Ended up bringing it to my house when I graduated from Ohio State, or not Ohio State, when I graduated college, and I left Ohio State's campus. Ended up bringing it to the suburbs with me when I moved. So it to the big boy house. This is my baby right here. Now, this little guy here, you guys, if you are new to the gaming community, you guys probably have seen this regardless whether you're new or you've been around for a while. This guy is an Elgato game cacher. What that is a capture card that routes all the way through to my computer, captures the gameplay and what it sees. Currently, it is hooked up to my Xbox One. As I mentioned beforehand, I cannot capture the gameplay on this thing yet, which irritates me. So this guy's hooked all the way around to my HDMI 2 port, which is, pardon me here, right here. My HDMI 2 port is right here. It rounds about here, and it connects into the, this is the 360, or Xbox One HDMI cord. This is the standard one that's connected into the HDMI 2 port. This USB cable wraps around through the TV stand all the way back to my desk here, which we'll touch on here momentarily. Now, so we'll get down here. This is This is our soldiers here, guys. Never forget 2015 here. The original Xbox, hold on, some would make the argument. This is the old school Xbox there. Jesus Christ, look at that dust. I gotta dust them off a little bit there. But the Xbox there, Xbox original and PS2, those would be for our vintage days, which I've yet to, really crank one of those out here with you guys. And then just a drawer used for some storage here. So don't cringe when you look inside there. Just some storage, nothing too fancy there. Yes, I did play WoW at one point in my life, and I can't get that time back, but it is what it is. We have gotten to one of my favorite parts, what I've personally been looking forward to showing you guys, and that is the desk where everything happens, and this is where all the good stuff happens. As you can tell, I'm kind of in position, if you will, but let's get talking to the desk here. Yes, folks, we are at the desk. This gosh darn stupid, silly flash is going to drive me nuts for the duration of the desk segment here. But what we have, guys, here is just a standard Samsung monitor. This is, actually, we'll go to the beast first here. This is an Asus AT2321 series all-in-one PC. This guy is an absolute beast. It is all-in-one. There is no tower. If you look under my desk, there is no tower at all whatsoever. Everything runs through the Asus PC. Running a standard Windows 8, nothing too flashy at all or anything like that. It is a great little PC with a lot of promise. It is, full touch screen. I can run up, touch Spotify just to prove it to you. Touch Skype, stuff like that. Hands were off the mouse, obviously. This screen is attached to, actually, the Asus is attached to a Samsung monitor, which, however, is not touchscreen. So it's a nice little thing that they complement each other, because with the display I've always kind of wanted to go with a two display system, so that's always quite nice. Now the Samsung monitor is, I just kind of drag stuff and edit and do all kinds of crazy stuff, drag screens and all that. Now what we have here is just your standard, this is the streaming part and any face cam that I have. This is my little mini webcam, which is actually wired all the way through back here to the back of the main monitor there, and that plugs into my XSplit broadcasting system, which is able to bring in the feed there from the webcam. So that's a very cool little thing here. And then the the desktop runs off a wireless Asus mouse, which is just a very cool little thing that came with it. I also do have a Razer Black Widow keyboard. This is the original Black Widow keyboard. That is, it's the blue keys, it's not the green or the chromas. Very nice, super responsive, great keyboard there. Now I have an extra keyboard here. This is getting to the beast here. This is the old school beast here. This is the college laptop, an HP Pavilion DV6000 laptop. 5 years old, can't do anything. This is where the channel started, guys. So let's bow down in homage to the channel right now, because this is where the channel started. We ran all the videos through this, captured all gameplay through this up until when we purchased this big hoss. But this is the channel here, man. This is how we did everything for quite some time. But now she is just strictly used to capture Xbox 360 gameplay, as well as Photoshop projects to do thumbnails and stuff like that. So very cool. And I read chat too. If I'm doing Twitch streams, I read chat on this guy too. iPad here, nothing too amazing. This is just where I write my scripts on this guy here. Nothing, too flashy, but I write scripts on here, and I occasionally, if I'm recording gameplay, I'll pull up Twitch and watch a couple streamers like Tim the Tatman or something like that. But this is the setup, guys. This is everything here. Blue Snowball, didn't touch on you there, my friend. Blue Snowball mic here. This was donated to me by J-Bar Gaming. So Jake, thank you. I think we had a straight barter. I think I traded him like a Photoshop program for the Blue Snowball, because I think he ended up getting a Yeti. And so that was donated to me by J-Bar Gaming. And Jake, I'm very thankful for you to get that, get me started in this business. So I appreciate that. As you can see, that is the gaming setup. I am so very happy to have brought that to you. It's been a pure joy to bring games to you guys and just give my honest opinion on them. It's fun to have 70 subscribers almost, and talk to you guys and get to learn more about you guys through the Twitch streams. Now, I will be bringing those back. I told you guys in my Trials Fusion video that I have my internet issues resolved, and I will be streaming again. So keep an eye to Twitter and make sure to look for it coming up soon. Anyway, guys, I got to get out of here. I got to go get to the gym. I got to lose this double chin. This is not a good look for me. Get ready for the Jersey road trip and get ready to rock and roll. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the setup. Show me your setups. Tell me what you guys think. And, it was kind of cool to have you guys, sit in the chair for a day. I was trying to think of, I was trying to put it down and pretend like you guys were me doing like a POV kind of thing, but it didn't work. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. That's a blooper. See you guys.